Um, would you please do the invocation and the pledge for me, Mr. Chapel? Everybody please stand.
Oh Lord, bless this council as we move further ahead for the city. And bless our citizens that live in our city, that they understand everything that we're trying to do for the city. Bless our fire departments and our police departments, and keep them out of harm's way. I ask you in this name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please be seated, everybody. Let's see what we got here. Madam Clerk, you please call the roll.
Ms. Barrow?
Here.
Ms. Bodyford?
Here.
Mr. Chapel?
Here.
Mr. Haynes?
Here.
Mayor Kelly?
Here. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that. Now, obviously, we don't have a huge agenda for tonight, so before we move on to the minutes and such, I'd like to ask if there's anybody in the audience that would like to come to the podium and state your name and address for the record, and anything you'd like to talk about that's not on the agenda. Now would be the time to do it. By all means, come up. How you doing?
I'm fine.
Good.
Charles Walsh, 6505 Oak Shore Drive. So we received a notice from Parker saying that we should apply for a business license to rent out, lease out a long-term residential house. And I thought.
For rent? You get rent money?
Lease, on a long-term lease.
Someone pays you a monthly fee?
Yes.
Okay,
They
mhm.
they pay rent.
Yep, yep.
But, I mean, my understanding's always been that in order for you to have a business, it need to be a short-term rental. And then you're subject to, bed tax and all this and whatever. So anyway, when I looked at the ordinance that they said on there, whatever, it looked like you were applying for a variance to run a business out of your home. And, I'm not renting out my house, I'm renting out the property I own. It's an investment, not a
I'll have to give you, I can't give you an answer right now. I'll give you
what
that.
the council position was on it, if they were even aware of it. And when I came in and asked about it, it didn't seem like they had any clear answer on it. And they just get back to me, and I just figured,
I think you do have to buy a license for it.
well, I just wanna know, I mean, if you do, you do.
I think
But
it's $4.64 a year.
Well, I mean, I've never. they
I had
don't do
to
that.
before.
The state doesn't require it, the county doesn't require it, and
Right.
I mean, I guess we can require whatever we want, but I
Right.
just didn't know what the
Right.
official position
So
was on it.
before the changes were made into the management of certain parts of our government, there was many things that were overlooked that are not being overlooked.
I understand.
So, but I will get you an official answer, but it won't be till tomorrow.
Cause I mean, we have rentals in Panama City and other cities.
They charge you a
don't-
business
no,
license.
they don't, no, we don't have. a
Really?
business license. No, we don't.
Well, I'll have to call the mayor down there and find out why they're not.
But old George Gaynor couldn't believe that Panama City Beach didn't have an ad valorem tax.
Well, they have bed tax. They have bed tax, which is way better than ad valorem.
Everybody gets bed taxes.
We don't.
No, we don't get it.
No, right. But that,
Should when we got that thing coming.
Is that your suggestion for a bed tax?
Is that, sure it is. I think that would be a good thing. Did I hear anybody? Do I have a second on the bed tax?
we ain't gonna re-nourish our beaches with it, so we don't even wanna go.
I realize that, but there's so many other things that, like, we don't have the submerged tax, and we don't have the impervious area tax for the driveway like Callaway does. They charge you to have concrete that runs water off. And so Parker is the cheapest place to live in Bay County by far. It's just that we've discovered, since I had moved Mr. Sumlin in charge of that part of the government, he has done a survey on the licenses, and we discovered that over 40% of the businesses in Parker were improper or not licensed.
Yeah.
And that's the reason for it.
But the thing is, they basically want you to get a variance to run a business out of a residential area.
I'll
Which,
get-
I think my house is actually zoned commercial anyway. But
I'll have to look.
I'm not running a business out of it. I mean,
Right.
I've got
think
an office.
it's just a little thing called.
It's a tax
ARPA,
for income.
These, company, what is it, the real estate places that they have them and all, that they have to have.
Yeah,
them do, but
property
it's only
managers and all
Right.
that.
done. You
And
just-
if you got
$2.
Airbnb, if you're short-term rentals, then there's a whole bunch of stuff.
For the Airbnbs, yeah,
We're
that's,
looking into that too. There seems to be like, what, about 40 in Parker?
yeah, there's about 40 in Parker. And we've had some serious problems.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've got a place at the beach, and I got Airbnbs across the street. I got the sheriff on speed dial.
I'm not going to discuss it on the record, but I'd be happy to have a conversation with you. Quite shocking, some of the things that have happened.
It'd be hard to shock me, like I said. I got a place at the beach. So, anyway, yeah, whatever y'all can figure out on that, just let me know.
I'll let you know. I'll get you an answer as soon as I get you an answer in the morning and try to get it to you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, brother. Thank you. Anybody? Hey, how you doing? State your name and address for the record.
No, I'll let you go first. Doesn't matter. Actually, closer to the podium.
You could go ahead, sir.
I just need to ask the council to give me some more time on paving the roads
On paving the road,
It's trailer park.
in the trailer park.
Winkles.
Yeah.
I didn't know you had it anymore. I thought your son had it now.
Well, I still, yeah. I'm the supervisor.
Yeah, but who owns it on paper?
Me and Billy.
Okay. I don't think they're going to give you any more time. You've already gone past the amount of time allotted. You had 5 years to prepare.
Yeah, but we had to spend all our IRA monies and all that on Cindy
Right.
for people that had to stay with her, stay with me,
Yeah.
and it was over $100,000 a year. It's been almost 3 years.
Yeah.
Since she's been down. And we're just asking for a little more time. We had to use all that money for that.
I'm sorry, but everybody else is compliant over the last several years since the council decided. That was before I was mayor. It was decided. And
All I'm asking for is a little more time.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that. It is now.
Could he apply for a variance for this?
There's no variance for time. There's it's like 7 years overdue.
Yeah, but you've got circumstances that everybody else didn't have.
Well, I'm sorry.
I can't believe you said that.
Well, I don't know what to say. I mean, I can't ordinance you not to do it.
Let me look into it.
Okay? I mean, it's not going to change anything. We all agreed this years and years and years ago.
No, I didn't vote for it when it was put on that thing, so
Who didn't?
I didn't.
Who did vote on it?
That's whoever else was on the council when Rich Musgrave was here.
Yeah, but when law is law, you can't just arbitrarily
I'm just
change the
saying, I
government and
didn't
change the
say
law.
we voted, I'm just saying I didn't vote.
Okay. All right. Well, that's okay. I if you gave you more time, how much would you need?
Maybe 6 months.
6 months? Is that what you said? I'll tell you what, I'll call you tomorrow. So whose name is on the deed and title right now?
Mine and Billy's.
Okay, not your son.
Billy.
Billy's son.
Billy, yeah. Okay, because remember the last time we talked about this in your office, you told me it was you and your wife. There was no mention of him.
Well, he's still on it, on his, he's on it.
He's on it. We put
Oh,
it,
he's on it.
we, what do you call that? We put him on the, well, why is the, why did I get a letter today with his name on it then?
I didn't give you a letter, sir.
Your, what you call it, dude?
I
I got a certified letter today from y'all with Billy's name on it.
okay. And what did the letter say?
It said we needed to get it done, and I'm here asking for a little more time.
And
And your gas line to go down,
and the gas will go down. Okay.
maybe.
I'll tell you what I'll do, sir. I will find out who wrote the letter, and I'll get some information, and I'll call you tomorrow. How's that? I'm not guaranteeing you nothing, because it's not fair to give you a break and everybody else not have a break. It's not fair. The rules should be applied to everybody evenly and fairly.
I'm just saying that there's circumstances that was different than
I've
everybody
been with my
else's.
wife for 3 years in the bed. 3 years.
Well, Ms. Barrett, do you want to make a motion and get the council to vote on more time? Is that what you're saying?
I'd like to ask a question that I don't remember the ordinance as far as what kind of paving should be allowed. Can he use crushed asphalt?
Yeah, they have to. That's what it's supposed to be.
Would that be about
It was supposed to be, it was the same price when Tony priced it, but everybody, they agreed at the time, and I remember it because I was fire chief and I remembered it, that they were supposed to all have the roads paved in like 7 years.
Yeah.
And everybody has done that except for Winkles.
Well, you think about paving, you think about a asphalt company coming in.
Correct.
You spending $100,000, blah blah blah.
And paving it.
But if you bought loads of crushed asphalt, I believe you get a tractor, you probably spread it yourself and all that kind of.
I don't know what the rule was. I'd have to find out, John.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
something we got to look into.
Yeah.
I'd rather look into that before he made a motion. See
Okay.
what options he has.
Well, I don't know what Miss Barrett wants to do because she's obviously.
I mean, crushed concrete and all that crushed asphalt, that's such a cheaper option that you might have. We
Right.
have to look at the,
It's gotta be paid.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. What did you say?
It's
paved.
supposed to be paved.
Yeah.
It's almost $200,000 paved.
Yeah, it's expensive.
I will tell you, the longer you wait for paving, the more it's going to cost because it's certainly. Public Works has informed me how much it's going to cost to pave the roads in Parker this year because we try to do 3 or 4 every year, and the price of fuel predicates the price of blacktop. But the longer you procrastinate and don't get it done, the more expensive it becomes. So Billy's going to keep the mobile home park, is he? You're not going to sell it like he talked about.
Not that I know of.
Okay.
It's kinda hard to ask him right now. He's bowling. Wherever that is, Vegas. Right now, for the week.
Okay.
But I found out you were having a meeting, so I thought I'd come to that.
All right. Sounds good. Well, I'll call you tomorrow when I find out the facts about this letter that you got, because I didn't know you got a letter. Probably because it's not been done and the time has gone by, and I think January the 1st was the date it was supposed to be paved. Is that what it was?
31st.
January 31st.
No, December 31st.
Oh, December 31st. So, okay.
They changed it, then they put another date on it today, like June the 6th, or something like that.
Okay.
The code enforcement guy.
I can't answer you. So it wasn't, it was from code enforcement. Okay. And that's because it wasn't done. Is that why he coded you? Okay. All right. Well, let me look into it tomorrow, and I'll give you a call at your house. And, or do you want me to call Billy? Okay.
You have his phone number?
Yeah,
Does he have your phone number?
I got it.
I'm sure. Okay?
All right, sir. Thank you. Anybody else got want the floor? Go ahead, sir.
Sorry, I took more than 3 minutes.
No, don't worry about it.
Not at all. Vincent Smith, 106 Morris Drive, here at Parker Court. And I love our town. I like it to look nice, and I'd like my property to look nicer, but we've run into a struggle with my shed. My shed is grandfathered in its location, so therefore I'm told that by compliance that I'm not allowed to modify it.
Let me hold you 1 second. Council, last time it might have been the last council meeting on the one before, but I brought to you this piece of property on Morris that he owns. So, go ahead. That was weird.
Sign.
Excellent. So anyway, I've been trying to modify, I'd like to modify that shed so that I can fit my slingshot, which is a overgrown motorcycle, 3-wheel motorcycle like you see out at the beach, in that shed so that it could be secure and safe. But the shed's not deep enough. Unfortunately, my vehicle and the shed are the same length, so to be able to get it in there, of course, I'd have to expand it a couple feet at least. And that's all I'm trying to do. I want to re-side it, re-roof it, make it look nice to match the house so that we have a pretty street down there. I want to make it look nice. It was damaged in Hurricane Michael, as certain people are very aware of. It's still damaged, and I haven't changed it any because of the fact I was told I was not allowed to change the footprint, and I hadn't looked into exactly what that means exactly, except for I know a footprint obviously is a footprint, I'm not allowed to add square footage. So I
Well,
have
once
not.
once you modify it, it's no longer grandfathered in. So because, yes, I'm very familiar with it.
Yeah, yeah.
Part of it is over further than it should be, because it was damaged in Hurricane Michael, but it is grandfathered. Once you modify that shed, it's no longer grandfathered. So the city could come in, probably code it, and have you remove it.
So I'm just supposed to let it degrade over time? I guess, I just don't understand, I understand rules, and like you said earlier eloquently, rules are for everybody and equally, and I don't expect any exceptions for me for being special. I'm just simply trying to figure out, how do I make something that's already been grandfathered serve my purpose and look nice, which benefits everybody. And it's next to a pumping station, so it's not like it's going to bother somebody's view, or, you know, and we're only talking a couple feet. That literally, I don't even know if it would be noticed. I just don't want to be that person that goes and does something and waits to see if anybody notices. I try to do things by the book.
Well, you probably should have.
So, yeah. I've noticed that, but
Yeah.
but no, I want to behave myself and do what's right. And so if I don't know if adding a carport to it is allowable, or, you know, in some way that I can somehow protect my belongings and my tools and my motorcycles is all I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to expand it into a big shop or garage, and just literally add a couple of feet where it's at, next to the pump station.
Don't you have the option of a lot combination and building a bigger shed with
Everyone
a
wants to bring
combined
that
lot?
up, but that lot that I own next to that is entirely separate, and I may not be able to afford to keep that. I may have to sell that
Right.
property, so it's just the lot I live on.
I mean, you're in line with a lot of the rest of us that had non-conforming sheds built on our property. Once the hurricane come, we weren't allowed to rebuild the same.
I wasn't
footprint
here
it was
unfortunately
before.
at that time, but
Well, I was, well, I kind of aggravated with the rules, but I kind of, well, I did stick with it, to be honest.
so can you explain your situation? I'm just kind of curious.
Well, I had a 24 by 36 pole barn I lost in the hurricane, and I'm not able to rebuild the same footprint it was then.
Because,
It was too close, the setbacks weren't proper.
but it was wiped out.
No, it's about 35% still there, but I couldn't rebuild what was there. It had to be torn down.
Okay, mine's 100% still there, just beat up, obviously dented and ripped.
I think I might just change the door on it and make your door wider to fit your
I would
machine you got
totally
there.
add a door. It's 12 feet deep. The slingshot's 12 feet long.
I see.
That's all. And that's it. I mean, literally, I can cut a hole in the back of it. I guess push the wheel out the other side. But I'm trying to make sure we do things that make Parker look nice, not look
It
coded.
do we have? Can you tell us some code? I mean, if he puts a different size door in the shed, is that non-conforming after
So-
that, or?
Modifications would be adding to the building. So he could go in and he could replace the siding, and that's not a modification. He could replace the roof, and that's not a modification. He could go in and redo inside the structure, it's not a modification. When you add to the building, like add 2 feet, then that is a modification to the structure, and then it is not grandfathered in.
What if
That's what Katie was trying to explain a
what,
little bit ago.
so
So he could cut a hole in the side of it, that's just fine, he could cut a hole in all 4 sides.
right?
But when you add to the structure, that is what's gonna take it out of the grandfatherization.
So if he wants to put a helicopter lift on top, that's not part of code.
The construction wouldn't hold the load.
Yeah.
That'd be a very light
that would
helicopter,
be-
John.
Right.
That would void it too, but he can replace the roof on it, he can replace the siding, he can do maintenance to the building to keep it up.
Could he add a wider door to what he has?
It's the depth is the issue, not the width.
He could add a wider door, that's not gonna, that ain't gonna, that had nothing to do with modifying the building either. He's needing to add 2 feet to the building to be able to fit the bike inside, because it's gonna be, it won't fit in it. This building is just as long as the bike.
I see.
So he was wanting to get a variance for that, but once he adds to that, then he falls out of the grandfatherization, and then he can be coded for it being too close to the variance.
So he's either gonna have to combine the lots and build a bigger shed or get a Sportster.
So what about adding like, I mean, just simply eaves or like an awning, I guess? Is that modifying, cause that wouldn't change the footprint per se.
I see what you want to do, like add a little, you're talking about
Porch.
covering,
Like
that I would have to have my code guy look into.
Okay.
Um,
I'm just trying to find a solution, and rather than hearing no, I'd rather hear, well, you can't do that, but here's some ideas we have, and instead of going, can't do it.
right.
Well, why don't you, when you, combine the lot, when you get ready to sell it, just cut off a little bit more and split the lot again?
So, number one, I'm not gonna combine the lots, that's not even up for discussion, and honestly, it shouldn't be on anybody's lips, because that's my business, nobody else's, correct?
Absolutely.
Thank you for acknowledging that. So it'd take 10 years to be able to recombine if I chose to.
No, if you consolidate it, you have to wait 10 years to unconsolidate it.
Oh,
That's, okay, I thought that's what I said, maybe I
that's
said
why
it
you
wrong,
don't
sorry.
have it.
So, and plus, like I said, it's something that's completely separate, it may be one of those things where I have to part with that, I'm having some financial difficulties. And I just want that out of the conversation, it's like, this is the piece of property we're talking about, not other option, I'm just trying to figure out how can we make that work for everybody and make Parker look better, it works for me, I'm happy. The county gets to collect more property taxes, I'm not doing anything that makes people who feel like they got messed over on the, hurricane, like, wait a minute, how come you're getting this when I didn't? I'm just trying to make that work.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in the middle of a meeting here, okay? So,
So maybe there's some ideas, and I mean, it sounds like there might be some,
well, technically,
Possibility of discussion.
you had the 3 minutes, and the 3 minutes are up.
okay.
Thank you, sir. Okay. First item on the regular agenda is the approval of the minutes from 5/19 of 26. It should be in your package.
We got a corrected version, so I'm gonna make a motion that we, approve the corrected version.
Okay, we have a corrected version, and we have a motion to accept. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a first and a second. Madam Clerk, you call a roll?
Okay, Ms. Barrow,
Yes.
Ms. Botiford, Mr. Chapel,
Yes.
Mr. Haynes,
Yes.
Mayor Kelly.
Yes, thank you very much. Okay, Ron, do you have anything that you'd like to tell us about? That's your
Yeah, first thing is, I wanna apologize for not having the, get-together, but, I was watching the weather report very closely, and, about 12:30, the weather report still showed that it was gonna be 100% chance of rain at 4 o'clock. And then it went down to 75%, and then it went down to 60%. So basically, we called it off, cause you can't cook, 50 pounds of ribs in just a couple hours, you have to have more time than that. Although I did open up the place at 8 o'clock, and, we had the stuff over there, but, as we progressed, and, I guess it was about 9:30, something like that, we got a real heavy downpour, and it let up, and then, about a half hour later, we got another pretty good sized downpour, so, I just, decided not to do it. So I got 50 pounds of ribs in my freezer now to eat, and, the other thing is, the Parker Lodge, down the street here, the big blue building, we're having a, all-you-can-eat pancake breakfast for a donation of $5. That's gonna be on the 22nd at 9 o'clock until noon. And the proceeds, or some of the proceeds that we have, goes to, the Rainbow Girls that we sponsor occasionally. We also sponsor, Callaway's, soccer team, and, we also sponsor, the Parker School in the food products and, buying, necessities that they need during the course of the year. So, that's what some of the money that we get for this pancake breakfast goes. And it's pancakes and sausage, eggs are too much of a problem to try to cook, so if you all wanna have a breakfast, And it will be rain or shine, and we got an indoor place that we can do it, so. Well, I think that's all, Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Haney?
Next rib cook-off, invite Moses so he can part in the water. Cook-off. Any word on the car show thing?
October 3rd.
Is it still on for that?
Yep, and they're very excited about coming here.
That's awesome.
I'm not going to really overly intervene in their business. They know what they're doing.
Right.
I've discussed it with Mr. Summerlin. We're going to provide some garbage cans, make sure the bathrooms are up and running. There are going to be 3 car clubs that I'm aware of so far. And we,
Hurry up and buy me a sports car then before then.
you bet ahead. You bet ahead. The proceeds, apparently in the car club culture, I'm told, it's not uncommon for the members of the clubs that own these cars to throw a $20 donation in for the prizes or gifts or whatever it is that they do, you know. And they're going to pick charities. So they pick charities to give their donations to. Made a suggestion because you're going to get a flyer here soon saying that we're going to be collecting donated animal food to give to these different animal organizations around Bay County because of the shortfalls in their income. And they donate to, now I can't remember the name of the place, but they donate to a place up of Highway 231 that they give donations to feed these animals and stuff to.
Lucky Puppy or somebody like
The
that.
rescues,
What's it called?
rescues.
Rescue?
Heartland Rescue.
Heartland Rescue. So that's who they talk to. I'm not saying that's what they're going to do because we're being recorded, but they're going to do something like that
Several around.
with their income that they generate from it, because I'm not interested in making money off these folks. I just like to have us have a, if you're familiar with Moultrie, it's not going to just be a car show. They're going to have vendors out there. They're going to have people selling used car parts, just things that people do at car shows. If you've ever been to Moultrie, it was amazing to me the first time I've ever seen it.
Used to go to Commerce a lot up in Georgia.
Couldn't believe it. Anything like that
Have
could
you
even
been-
happen.
Have you been to Moultrie?
I have.
No, John, have you been to
I,
Moultrie?
yeah, I used to go to Commerce years ago in Georgia.
Moultrie is,
It's a whole new world.
it is fantastic.
And so if we do
I
that,
thought it was just gonna be a bunch of old people walking around,
Yeah.
just
what's wrong with that?
nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing.
Me and Chuck were there.
But it is
So-
very, very entertaining.
Right.
It's really neat.
So
What about as far as, are they gonna have vendors, food vendors?
they
or
are. We're going to
something?
have the food trucks.
Yeah. Is there, do you know much about that, or is that all they're doing? Is
So,
do they have a contact?
The
with them, or-
state of Florida outlines the rules and regulations for the food trucks, but Phoenix, the guy in charge of this, is going to handle all of it.
Okay,
He's going to handle all. All we got to do is show up and enjoy it.
he's the contact.
He is the contact. The man that came and spoke to us.
Yes, sir.
We couldn't ask for a better guy in charge of it. And
Would anybody be, would you like to come to a meeting where everybody can talk about that? 'Cause
Tanya's organizing all of this, not me. I'm out of it.
we were.
I am. I'm not involved.
We were talking about so that everybody could have their own ideas or whatever. If you wanna come, we're gonna get a meeting together. Ms. Dean was wanting to do maybe, if we got time sometime this week, which that's only gives us like Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday of this week. Okay, well,
So Wednesday, Thursday.
Well, it's not till October, right?
yeah, but you need to start all this stuff.
Yeah, you gotta prep way ahead of time.
Just so you know, this is not a park or event. That is not. We are just providing the park.
Well, I was, when Ms. Barrow spoke up just now, I kind of reminisced about Parker Day celebration. we
Yeah,
had
that
years
was
ago.
nice. It was good.
That'd be awesome if we could do that again.
Yep.
It was a good turnout and had a really good time. While you're on the subject,
Yeah, I don't know, would y'all wanna wait till next week and do something? Or you not be here next week?
Next week would be fine. Yeah, just like to nail down a few little details if somebody, thought of something
Yeah.
to add or omit or to include.
What would be a good day with anybody that wants to be there? Y'all, you and Chuck.
I just can't do it on a Tuesday or Thursday evening. Other than that, I
let's do it Tuesday evening.
What about Wednesday?
That's fine.
I got something Wednesday, you okay with Wednesday?
This, tomorrow, Wednesday?
No, next week.
Next week. Yeah, we'll make it happen.
We'll get
Okay,
up on
yeah,
Wednesday.
because,
But-
the sooner we can release the flyer to go live, the
apologize. I didn't recognize you sitting back there. I should have asked you.
Yeah,
I was
that's what
letting
I
y'all
was saying, he's
discuss
back
it.
there.
Yeah.
But we'll get together, and that way, anybody's got any ideas, anybody wants to come and put their 2 cents in.
Sure.
Give
That'd be
them some
awesome.
ideas or something if you wanna change something, but they're basically got most of it all under control anyway, so.
Right, right. That's all I have.
All right, John.
All my questions.
Ms. Barry, you got the floor.
Got a question. I wasn't aware of the, planning commission meeting that was last night, yesterday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
And usually I try to go to them, but I didn't know anything about it, and then it was brought to my attention this afternoon. I had a person call me and was asking me about it, and I said I wasn't aware of it. But it was the discussion for the Clearway fiber optic place.
That's
and
correct.
I went to the planning commission,
Correct.
and this says approval of business in the city.
I don't know who wrote that. I did not endorse that.
I was trying to find out why they were going to the planning commission. What was the reason for
The reason for that is because they have to dig in the ditches, and the contract has to be reviewed by the attorney, and it has to be generated by the planning council. And once they've reviewed it and they give the recommendation to the city council can move forward whether they will or will not use Clearway for this fiber optic. So, but
Well,
what's your question?
I don't
think we need
understand
to
why
make that an
the-
agenda item before we discuss it too much further, to be honest with you. It's my opinion. I think
We,
did it
we
on
don't
the
want to
agenda.
discuss it.
Well, I'm
Unless
just
it's on the
asking
agenda.
the reason.
Right,
why
I
the
agree.
planning
No, no. What he's saying is, and he's completely correct, is it's not an agenda item, so we shouldn't really discuss it because it's something we're gonna vote on. But as with most things, the planning council should review it to give their recommendation to the city council before a decision is made.
I was just asking why it was, went before the planning commission, and we can discuss in a council meeting, that's fine. I don't understand what the planning commission has to do with the ditches in Parker, so we'll just leave it there.
I'm sorry, but you didn't understand why the planning council didn't what?
Why they have anything to do with ditches? If they're gonna be digging in ditch, I thought they're gonna be it would be all on the right of way and it was gonna be underground.
It is underground, ma'am, but all the ditches belong to the city of Parker, and there has to be contract review. And there's certain documents that have to be, we can make an item on the next agenda if you wanted. My hope was that we could get it reviewed so we could discuss it at a council meeting very soon. They're already at the cusp of coming into Parker on Seneca Street from Callaway, and they're asking Public Works when they can cross over, and I wouldn't allow it until all the appropriate people had had a chance to review the documentation before a decision was made. So that was the reason it was given to the planning council for a review. They aren't making a decision as far as I know. Do they think they were making a decision?
No.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Input.
So, the job, my understanding is, and I'm probably wrong, but the planning council's job is to review and give us good guidance on what we should do to move forward. Go ahead. You have the floor.
Yeah, but I'm done, cause we can't talk about it till we have meetings.
Okay. Kate?
I'm good.
All right. So, me too. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate your time. Appreciate you coming.